Hey, what is up? What is going on? Welcome to fourth quarter. We are here. This is for the fans, by the fans. We talk about all the latest sports with NBA, college basketball, NFL. What's up? We are here live on YouTube. What is going on, Craig and Mo? What's up?
Ain't that much, man.
Man, chill on. Tired.
Hey, look, the time is we're springing forward. I just looked on my calendar, man. We're springing forward.
Yeah. March 10th.
Yeah. We listen, Craig, that daylight about to extend. About to get some more rest. I love it. Mo, guess what?
Yeah.
Craig, I know you love it. It's conference championship week, right?
For the girls this week, for the men's, this week is the last week. So everything closing up this week. This is the last week of the regular season.
Let's go. And so wait, all right, hold on. The conference championships are next week.
Yeah, for the men's. The women's.
For the men's. That's what I thought. Yeah. It's about to start. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch all the games. It's gonna be interesting because the tournament is gonna start. I'm pretty excited. Craig, you know I'm picking Carolina. I'm gonna pick Carolina probably to go pretty far again, man. Craig, don't do that. Don't do. I do. I like Carolina. I usually pick Carolina to go pretty far.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think so?
No, I'm saying no. You don't, because you're just
don't do it.
No, you jinx teams, man.
Oh my god,
man. Don't even say it.
Craig said we mess around, be out in the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Don't do that to me, man. Oh, you giving me the curse.
Yeah, you know, it is. In the pick them, and it just seems to just not work out.
All right, I'm not gonna pick them this year. Y'all see what he's doing to me, guys? Oh man, he labeled me a jinx. I can't even get mad. I don't know. I don't know. I feel about that. Golly. Oh man. But anyway, conference championship this week. Mo, college basketball top 4, man. What's going on?
I'm gonna do a little differently today.
So
right. Okay. I looked at the possible. I'm gonna go off of what they think the top 4 seeds are going to be currently right now, as far as the tournament.
Okay.
Right now, the 4 number 1 seeds will be number overall right now will be Purdue.
Okay.
We have Houston, UConn, and Houston, UConn, Purdue, not Tennessee. Houston, UConn, Purdue. It was one more. But hardest seed right now, I think, will be UConn. This East region.
Might be Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona. It is
Arizona. Okay. Yeah.
The hardest road right now would be UConn. This East region, where the Elite Eight would be at Boston, is stacked. You talk about UConn's a number 1 seed right now. They have Carolina as a 2, Gonzaga as a 7, which we always know is nasty. You talk about having Kansas as a 3, Alabama as a 4.
This is the one bracket?
Yeah, that's in the East bracket. Like right now projected. So that's just a nasty bracket. Like you come out of
tough.
Like so you talking about a second round matchup of possibly North Carolina versus Gonzaga. You know what I'm saying? Even South Carolina is a 6 seed. I think they have like 22, 23 wins this season.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a real stacked bracket. But you know, as conference championships go, we'll see who gets the seeds. Tennessee is in 9 for a number 1 seed. Possibly you got. I think if Iowa State was to win the Big 12, I think they'll be in position. Especially beating the teams they would need to beat. Like they probably had to at least beat. They probably had to run through at least Baylor, and they had to run through Baylor, Houston, and Kansas. At least 2 of those 3. I don't think they had to beat all 3 to make it to win the championship. They had to run through at least 2 of them probably. So I think it's still out there and opportunities out there. outside of Purdue, I don't think nobody else is in line in the Big Ten for a number one seed or could get one. So I think it's Purdue. Purdue could drop, but right now they're the number one overall seed as far as most people projections. But we see how that went last year, so that's not. I'm not getting ahead of myself with that one. So. Yeah, I'm not even gonna jinx myself this year. I might even pick against this week. I might pick them lose first round again. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. Craig did say this, that when Virginia lost to UMBC, right, the 16th seed,
yeah,
they won the next year. But
yeah.
the problem with Purdue is, I don't know.
I mean, I think
I don't know.
the problem with Purdue is I think teams are gonna create a plan for Edie for the big dude, and they're gonna run them ragged as far as like speed him up where he not run down the floor. Like if you catch a team that's gonna speed them up and create Edie in those, pick and roll matchups to where he got to move more than he wants to, I think they can, that makes him, that makes him vulnerable.
I don't know, man. Purdue is.
Because the wild part is they must have a lot of quad one wins because they're currently like third in the nation or second in the nation, but they got them as the right now number one overall seed. But I would honestly think if Houston was to win the Big 12 and was to beat Kansas and Iowa State, I think they could move into that number one overall seed line, to that number one line as far as overall seeds, because the Big 12 is supposed to be the big dog. So I think if they were to win the regular season title and then turn around and beat Kansas and Iowa State, and then Texas is coming on big. Baylor's starting to play big ball, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, I understand that.
Hey, Craig, if they went out with that North Carolina Duke, would that be for a share or would that be for the outright on Saturday?
They would win outright because they got 3 losses. Duke got 4. If Carolina wins tonight, it'll be 16-3. Duke is 15-4 in the conference, and then they play.
So Duke was a win, they only share, right? If Duke was a win Saturday, it'd be a share.
It'd be a share, but I don't know who would get the number one seed in the tournament.
Gotcha. Wins, it'd be outright, right?
I'm not sure how that. I mean, I'm not sure who wins the tiebreaker there or whatever, but it's gonna come down to. I would assume come down to the last game because I think Carolina should win tonight, and then it'll just be 16-3 versus 15-4 last game of the season.
So after this, both y'all don't play the Saturday. After this game,
they play. After this game, they play Saturday. It's the last. This is the last one.
Okay.
I think the only team that's set so far is Notre Dame. Is it Notre Dame or is Louisville? The last they like the 15 seed.
Okay.
So
okay,
still hasn't been set yet, but we'll figure that out.
Hey, it's gonna be interesting.
So the tournament will be. I mean, the seeding will be, well, of course, after our next show. So our next one will be next Tuesday. The selection show will be that Sunday. So then we can kind of talk about it that Tuesday, that following Tuesday.
The 19th.
Well, the selection show will not be this Sunday.
It's the 19th is when we'll be back. But that's the same day as the playing games on that day too.
Right. Yeah,
two playing games.
The 2 playing games.
Yeah.
It's like 2 11 seeds or whatever. 2
16 seeds,
and 2 16s or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay. Because the tournament starts 21st.
But technically, you want to call it the tournament. They start that Tuesday.
Yeah, technically.
Yes, that is true. You were right, Mo. You're right.
To me, the tournament starts on the 21st.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And once again, I will be in the building at work. So always.
I'll be at work too. I'll be at school, so I'll be checking the school.
I'll be at work.
I want to be done at my work by 12 o'clock, so that way the first game starts at 12, like 15.
Yeah.
10.
So the East.
Oh, I'm gonna be plugged in.
Yeah. So the East.
I'm gonna be plugged in.
The East region spots. Looking at it is It's Brooklyn, Spokane, Pittsburgh, and Charlotte. And then the Elite Eight. The Elite Eight will be in Boston.
Actually, the ACC tournament's in DC this weekend. I forgot about that.
Oh, shout out to the Are you gonna go to any games?
No, tickets too expensive. I forgot.
I gotta expect that.
So North Carolina definitely will have an advantage because they'll be if they get a 2 seed, they'll be in that Charlotte. If they're in the East, they'll be in that Charlotte side. So their first 2 games will be in Charlotte.
It's probably I think it's between them, Tennessee, and Duke as the two out of those 3 teams for the most part are gonna get the Charlotte game or the Charlotte.
Oh, that'd be like home court.
Yeah.
Carolina, I think they lost 1 game since when they come out of Carolina in terms of being in the tournament and they have games in Carolina in the tournament, usually Charlotte or whatever. They've only lost once.
Yeah, they're gonna
which I think maybe once, maybe twice, but I think it's once.
That definitely be interesting. Ooh, I would like that. That definitely be interesting. Possible second.
And then you said the Boston, the Elite Eight is going to be in Boston.
Yeah, if you're in the East region. Yeah, if you're in the East region, the Elite Eight is Boston.
Okay.
That second round matchup, that possible second round matchup versus North Carolina and Gonzaga is definitely interesting to me.
They ain't gonna.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna. I don't think they're gonna keep Gonzaga there. Especially if they keep winning, I think they're gonna move up because they're looking a lot better. Same thing with Duke. They're looking a lot better.
Yeah. I watched the game last night. They were down at the half and then just.
I don't think Gonzaga was even in the tournament at one point.
Nah, they wasn't.
Wow, for real?
Yeah, it was bad. They had more losses. I ain't seen
because they usually have a good team, right?
Yeah,
I know they don't go far in the tournament, but
they were ranked in the top 10. They usually, they went to the championship game when they played Carolina, and they had a couple opportunities, but they lost a lot of starters, especially Chet a couple years ago. So
Holmgren, Suggs. Yeah, those are two. I mean, they're quality NBA players, so those are tough to lose in college, man. You know. So, all right. I did. We're gonna give out some shout outs. First of all, shout out to LeBron, 40K. That's big accomplishment. I think he's. I don't know. Before he retire, maybe 45K. Shout out to LeBron for doing that, man. He's, what can I say? It's LeBron James. He's been doing this since he was 18. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. She actually broke the NCAA record for scoring record that was held by Pete Maravich. Anybody have any thoughts on that? I mean, that's a shout out. She's just a great player, man.
I mean,
good player.
It's great no matter where you do it, but I tell people it's great when you go to a small school. What people gotta realize is to go to a small school. I mean, to go to a small school, or unknown kind of school as far as like Iowa, as far as basketball is concerned, and to do it to where like she's not really surrounded by like crazy stars. Like night in and night out is her. You know what I'm saying? I think it's great, and I always tell people it's great for college basketball when your blue bloods go, but when you're like smaller schools that still have
the Midwest,
that would really, and I think Gonzaga and other places like that being good for college basketball. So, I mean, shout out to her for really doing this and staying. But now I didn't even know. I thought her time was up. She could have came back next year. She said, "No, I'm going pro."
So, for women it's different, man. They don't really.
Yeah, so
they got to do 4 years, I think.
So I think projected right now, of course, number 1 seed, Indiana Fever, where she would join the number 1 pick from last year, Aaliyah Boston from South Carolina.
Yeah,
I think that would be a good match for that energy, especially that would be great for Indiana overall because what the Pacers are doing right now, and then you add in that excitement for the Fever, I think that would be a great look for Indiana.
Yeah, because I think Yeah, so they have to be at least 22 years old, and you got to do 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years if you're
It's no
in
early D.
college.
There's no early D for girls. Yeah.
No, you got to do 4
I think
years,
she at least.
whether it's in college or overseas. But
Yeah,
you
I think
got to
so.
be
She must be
22.
22 because they say she declaring. I'm like declaring. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I think she's been in
she had one
the.
more year left. That means she had one more year eligibility left.
She had one more year left because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of people got. I mean, I think everybody has a year
Yeah.
left. COVID.
It's one guy that's playing 8 years in college football.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Or 9 years. Did you see that, Craig?
Mm-hmm.
One guy, he plays on Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah, they say he got 9th year eligibility.
This is 9th year of eligibility.
Let's give it up.
I don't
I just love it of the game or love of just being around the fellas or whatever. Because 9 years is like
that's a long time.
Hey. Especially the man on your body, everything going on classes. You still on campus, and then you probably graduated, so it's like you got to still take classes. I think, right? You can't be just working and then show up on the campus.
You got to take classes.
So if you 9 years, that means you going for masters. You going for an extra masters or something? You must be doing a long masters program then.
Yeah, his name is Cam McCormick, and he's in his 9th season. He's a tight end.
Hey, Purdue ranked 2nd or 3rd.
He's 20. He's 25.
So what?
He's 25 years old.
Purdue's 3rd.
All right, they down
25. We played 9 years.
Yeah, he's 25.
Okay,
that's what it says.
Yeah, that's some wild.
So
He was at early enrollment in there or something.
Yeah, he said.
But he must graduate early.
Okay. He played 7 years at Oregon.
Okay, he must got in college at early 17. If he got in at early 17, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
If he was like still 17 when he got in and turned 18 during the school year, like during the year, then that sounds right.
Yeah. She says he's coming back for 9 years.
He must got injury. He must get an injury.
Yeah, he got 2 seasons injury.
Red shirts.
Yeah, he got 2 years, and then he man, wow. And he got 2 years injured, and he has a COVID year.
Okay, so he got 3 extra years. He got 2 medical red shirts then.
Yep.
So if you get 2 medical red, that's about right. You get 2 medical red.
Oh yeah, he was at Oregon in 2016. He missed most of his senior year of high school 2015 because of injury. Then he redshirted at Oregon in 2016.
Okay. Oh, he redshirt. Oh yeah. So if you redshirt a year, then you got 2 medical red shirts. Then you got the COVID. Yep. Yep. Then your regular eligibility. Regular eligibility. Yep. That's all right. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. It's starting to add up. That's a lot though.
I mean, it is the battle back from him and red shirts and sitting and all that stuff and working out. I mean, he must really love it. You can't question his love for it. Then he doing all that.
Can't question his love for it. That's
especially like going through all that.
That's a lot of work.
You still had to go through classes. Still had to, be eligible and do what you had to do with class. So, yeah, it's a lot of work. I definitely give it to him.
So, yeah, he must. I don't know. He must love it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into the NBA. So we're gonna do it a little differently, guys. I think this year we did last week. We did the first 10. We could do it again. If people don't remember, and then we're gonna do who's gonna win the play-in, and then who's gonna win the first round matchups. And next week we're gonna get the second round matchups, and then of course you got the NCAA tournament, free agency, all of that mixed in it. But let's make sure we get everybody's top 10 first. All right. So I could document it. All right, Mo, who's your 1 through 10 in the Eastern Conference?
All right, so Eastern Conference at 1, I got Boston. 2, I got Milwaukee. 3, I got Cleveland. 4, I got New York. 5, I got Miami.
Okay.
6, I got Indiana.
7.
7, I got Philly. 8, I got Orlando. 9, I got Chicago. And 10, I got Atlanta.
Hold on. Who you got? Who do you have for 8?
8, I got Orlando.
Who you have for 9?
Chicago.
Who you have for 10?
Atlanta.
ATL.
So that will put Philly versus Orlando. And that would put Chicago versus Atlanta. So I got Philly winning and getting the 7th spot. And I got Orlando winning the 2nd game and getting the 8th spot.
Okay.
You want to keep going for the first round?
Yeah.
So first round, I would have Boston as the 1 seed facing Orlando as the 8th seed. I got Boston winning in 5.
Okay.
I got Milwaukee as the 2 seed versus Philly as the 7th seed. I got Milwaukee winning in 6 with Embiid back. I got Cleveland as the 3rd seed versus Indiana as the 6th seed. I got Indiana in the upset in 7.
Oh, okay.
I got New York as the 4th seed versus Miami as the 5 seed. I got Indiana winning in 6. I got New York.
No, Knicks in 6 over the Heat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Craig. The East.
You said what?
Oh, the East, the 1 through 10.
Oh, okay. Trying to get my thing together. Okay, so I got Boston 1. I got Milwaukee 2. Milwaukee 2. Say it like that. I got Cleveland 3. I got New York 4. I believe that I'm going with the Sixers still at 5.
Okay.
I got the Magic Orlando at 6. I got Indiana at 7, and I got Miami at 8. So in the play-in, I would have had Miami would have been the 7th seed.
Yeah.
Indiana would have been 8, but I got Indiana beating Miami, and then 10 was Chicago 9 and Atlanta 10. I got Atlanta beating Chicago, and then I got Miami beating Atlanta to get the 8th seed. So I would have Boston and Miami. I got Boston. My 4-5, the Knicks and the Sixers. I think Embiid's gonna be back. I'm going with Philly on this one.
Okay.
To beat the Knicks. My 2-7 is the Bucks and the Pacers. I'm going with the Bucks.
Okay.
And in my 3-6, I got the Cavaliers and the Magic. I'm actually picking the Magic.
Ooh.
Going with this upset here with the Magic beating the Cavs. Young squad. I think they got an easy schedule, so I think they should be able to hopefully hold on to that.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so I have the same top 4. I have Boston, Milwaukee, Cavs, Knicks. For the 5th seed, I have the Magic. The 6th seed, I have the 76ers. The 7th seed, I got the Heat. The 8th seed, I got the Pacers. In the 9th, I have the Bulls. And 10th, I got the Hawks. For the play-in, it would be, what's it, 9 to 10? I forget how that works.
It's 7 versus 8.
7 versus 8 and 9 versus 10, right?
Yeah, you had it right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. For the 7th, I got the Heat beating the Pacers. And then I got the Hawks beating the Bulls. And then I have the Pacers beating the Hawks. So basically, I have 1 through 8 Pacers. I have Miami at 7 and Pacers at 8. That makes sense, guys. All right. The first seed, Boston versus the Pacers. Boston's going to sweep them. The Bucks versus the Heat. This is going to be where I believe Dame makes a difference, and it's going to be a tough matchup. But I have the Bucks beating the Heat. It's going to be tough though. I got it going 6, close 6 games. I got the Bucks winning out. Cleveland versus 76ers. I think I agree with Craig. I think Embiid's going to be back. I got the 76ers and the Knicks and the Magic. I'm going to go Knicks, man. I'm going to go Knicks. I like the Magic, though. I do. But I like Pablo, man. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie, Craig. If the Magic gets to the second round, I'm not gonna be surprised. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I think they're good. I think they're good, man. Paulo vicious, man. He's vicious. But yeah, that'll be very interesting. All right, so now Mo, we're gonna go to the
West.
We're gonna go to the West.
All right. So in the West, I got Denver at 1.
Mm-hmm.
I got Clippers at 2.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota 3.
Mm-hmm.
OKC 4.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix 5. Sacramento 6. New Orleans 7. Dallas 8. Lakers 9. Golden State 10. So in the play-in, that will put New Orleans versus Dallas, Lakers versus Golden State. I got Dallas getting in as a 7. I got Lakers getting in as an 8, winning 2 games. So if you go to the playoffs, that will put Denver versus the Lakers in that 1-8 matchup. I got Denver in 6.
Mm-hmm.
I got Clippers versus Dallas in that 2-7 matchup. I got Clippers in 7. Clippers in 5. My bad. Clippers in 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4-5. That's 3-6. My bad. I got Minnesota versus Sacramento. I got Minnesota in 7. I just think they'll get over the hump. It'll be a fight though, because Sacramento's no joke. Then I got OKC versus Phoenix. I love OKC, but I gotta take the experience. I'm gonna take Phoenix in 6.
Okay. Mo, is your mic all right? I think your mic was going.
Yeah, I got 100. Yeah, I don't know what we're going on with it.
I don't know. Is it me? Is it me, Craig?
I hear them.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be me. It might be me. Hold on.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But part you hear? My bad.
No, it might be my audio. Hold on. Oh yeah. That's okay. This is okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Hold on. AirPods. Sound like they're in the water. Hello.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. My bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You can hear us?
Oh, that's why. Okay, hold on.
What a rook. All right, so
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hello? Am I muted?
No.
Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah, we
All
can.
right, hold on. Y'all can.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't hear y'all.
Oh man.
That's the problem.
They still got 3 more games against the Hornets. That's 3 wins. Yeah. That's 3 wins.
Who's talking about, Craig?
Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
Should be 3 wins, I should say. Yes.
Wizards going to lose 70 games.
Wizards ain't won a game. First, the Pistons didn't win a game. Pistons didn't win a game in November. I think November and I know it was October because it was a short month, but November and October.
Yeah.
And now the Wizards followed it up, but not winning the game in February.
Yeah, it might go.
Damn, I can't hear y'all.
They can't even.
What is going
Everybody was
on?
all excited about the coach, how he won the first 2 of the first 3-4 games, whatever it was. But I'm like, yo, they paid the Pistons and the Spurs. Relax. Now you see what's happening when they play not the Pistons or not the Spurs. They play better teams and they get beat. I mean, I think they're a little bit more competitive, maybe.
We need to clear house. We need to let Kuzma go somewhere. Trade Kuzma.
They should have traded Kuzma. I think they said, from what I heard, I don't know if you might have heard the same thing, that they asked Kuzma if he wanted to get traded to Dallas, and Kuzma said no.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that too. I did hear something like that.
So I don't know.
They need to get rid of Poole and Kuzma and start over, man. Because it just.
Yeah, they should. I mean, they'll have. Excuse me. At this one, they'll have one of the worst 3 records in the league, so they'll have a chance for at least the top 3 pick. They'll have a better chance for a top 3 pick with the whole ping pong ball thing.
Great, we'll lose 70 games, man.
They not. I mean, somebody's on the radio I listened to. They said they were going to take the over because I think the Wizards were projected like 22, 23 wins, and they was like, "Yeah, that's an easy over." Nope.
Yeah, we think about it. We only had 9 wins right now. We only had 9 wins right now. Like we ain't getting no 10, 11 wins over this last rest of the season, unless Mamas just play out their mind. Unless somebody going to go on a tear, like somebody going to go on like a crazy tear.
I mean,
just
even looking at like the Spurs have 13 wins, they're struggling, and they have a better record than the Wizards and the Pistons. The Hornets have 15, the Blazers have 17,
and that's what they was talking about. They brought up something. What was it, 2 days ago? Who was they brought up the dudes? They brought up something. They was like the Spurs better do something because how things go these days. The Bama Wembyama, he might be like now one out. It's easy to force your way out nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to go to San Antonio because of Pop, I guess, or because of that culture. But
yeah,
Pop ain't been good.
Once you start losing, though, you change your mind after now.
But Pop ain't had a good team since like I don't know. It's been a long time ago. It's been like I don't know. 8 years ago.
Pops also took on what he wanted. Like Pops, he didn't want to leave. He said he was cool with taking on a young squad. So it wasn't like Pop's hands was forced. Like he had options, but he was like he was cool. He wanted to stay with the Spurs. He cool with taking on a young team. So now you gotta live with what you get. You know what I mean?
All right, guys, I'm back. Can you? Yes, y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you before. You can hear us. You can hear us.
Technical difficulties, man, happens in life.
Yeah, it does.
I
think you on your west. Oh, Craig's west. Yeah,
Craig, you're west.
Oh,
I'm trying my best to keep up. I'm gonna have to probably listen to it.
So I got mine written down at least.
Yeah, I got you.
I got a OKC number 1.
Okay.
Denver number 2. Minnesota 3.
Okay.
LA 4. LA Clippers 4.
Okay.
New Orleans 5. Phoenix 6,
Mm-hmm.
Dallas 7. Oh, excuse me, I got the Kings 7, Dallas 8, Lakers 9. The Lakers 9 and Golden State 10. So my play-in would be Sacramento at 7 against against Dallas at 8, and I got Dallas winning that game, so they'll be the 7 seed. I got the Lakers beating the Warriors, so they'll be playing Sacramento to get the 8 seed, and I got the Lakers beating the Warriors. The Lakers beating the Kings. So my 1-8 matchup is Thunder Lakers. I actually got the Lakers.
That's what I'm talking about, Craig.
Moving on, chill out. 4-5 Clippers and Pelicans. I got the Clippers.
There we go.
The 3-6. I want to pick. It's the T-Wolves against the Suns. I want to pick the T-Wolves, but I'm going. I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota wins this game, even though they probably won't be favored, even though they probably will have home court if these two teams matched up. It's Kevin Durant, the experience, but I am going with the Suns over the Timberwolves.
Okay.
And the 2-7, you got Luka going up against Jokic, and I got the Nuggets winning that series to go play the Suns in the next round. So I got Lakers, Clippers, and Nuggets, Suns in the semifinals or quarterfinals, I guess.
Nah, be semis. You're right.
Semis, okay. I'm bugging. So it's semis in conference. You're right.
It's Lakers, Nuggets.
No, I got Lakers.
Clippers.
Yeah, Lakers, Clippers playing each other, and I got Nuggets, Suns playing each other.
That sounds like NBA TV back in the day. That's what I like. All right. The number 1 seed I actually have OKC. 2, I have the Timberwolves. 3, I have the Nuggets. I think that's where they're gonna finish. I actually do have the Clippers at 4. I have the Suns at 5, actually. I have the Pelicans at 6. I have Dallas at 7. I have Sacramento I have the Lakers at 8. I have Sacramento at 9. I think Sacramento's about to go into a little landslide. And then I have Golden State at 10. I have the Lakers for the play-in. The Lakers are playing the Mavericks. I have the Lakers getting the 7th seed. And I have the Warriors versus the Kings. I have the Warriors winning. And then I have the Dallas Mavericks beating the Warriors. So then I have Minnesota, OKC, Denver, Clippers, Suns, Pelicans, Lakers, Dallas Mavericks. So it would be the OKC versus Dallas. I have OKC winning. The Thunder versus the Lakers. I have the Lakers winning. Denver versus the Pelicans. I have Denver winning. And the Clippers versus the Suns. Right? The 4-5.
Who's your 1 seed?
The 1 seed I had
OKC, right?
OKC. I had OKC. So OKC, I'm sorry, OKC would play against Dallas. I got OKC winning. Lakers playing Minnesota. I got Lakers winning. Denver versus the 6th seed, which is the Pelicans. I got Denver winning. Now I'm at the 4th and 5th seed, which is the Nuggets which is the Clippers and Suns.
That'd be interesting right there.
It's probably not going to be good what I'm about to say, but I got the Clippers beating them.
Nice.
If they match up, but the Suns might match up, but the Suns might match up differently. But if they play like the Clippers, I just think the Clippers are too deep for them. I think that's if. But hopefully, to be honest with you, I like Craig's matchups. That'll be bomb. That'll be some good. That'll be some good matchups because you would have with Craig. I think you would have wouldn't you have the Clippers?
Clippers, Lakers.
It would be Clippers, Lakers, and Nuggets, Suns. Hey, listen. That's what I'm not gonna lie, Craig. That's what I would hope. I think the NBA will hope that as well. That it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I love Phoenix, young. They need to stay healthy. Which is odd. It's odd because like the Clippers.
I don't even think the big three. I don't think the big three has played even 20 games together.
No, they
I'm not mistaken. I don't even think
haven't. I want to see them play together. I like when everybody's healthy playing good basketball. It's just better for everybody.
Do y'all think what's going to blow it up? Do y'all think with Golden State, all of us have Golden State not even making it to the playoffs, to the regular playoffs? Do they blow it up? Do they trade Clay or Draymond? Do they blow it up, or they try to run it back and think they can draft? Like, what do they do if you don't even make the playoffs? Like, I know it sounds far fetched. It's not even far fetched, but I know it sounds crazy because they're always there to Golden State not even be in the playoffs. Like, it just sounds. But it's realistic. At the end of the day, it's realistic.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna be in the play-in. They're not gonna win. I don't think they're gonna go on a tear to where they're not in the play-in. And it's like in a one-game scenario, you don't want to bet against Steph and Clay, but it's like
it's hard for me to bet against Steph, but I did pick the Lakers to beat them, but I wouldn't be surprised if they won the game. But that game is, if you lose, you're not even going to play the 7-8. You're automatically out. So
yeah.
What do you think, Craig? Do you think it's over
for the Warriors?
Yeah.
No, they got to get some. They're actually playing a lot better.
Yes.
They've lost like 3-4 games. I know they got blown out the other day, but they've actually been playing a lot better the last couple of weeks, like over the last month. So
yeah, they've been playing good.
The crazy thing is that a lot of people probably don't know, or maybe they do, but I think they're second in rebounds. So people talking about how they're undersized and all that stuff, which they are, but they're still able to be out there and go out there and be scrappy enough to get rebounds. So it's just they just need some help. They need some other scorers. I know Wiggins is, I think, taking personal time.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much just Steph out there by himself for the most part. Because Clay comes off the bench, but Clay's not the same Clay that he was before 2019. So I don't know. I think maybe they try to figure some things out in the offseason, and then they try to, because at this point you're just wasting Steph's years.
Yeah.
The team they keep building around him. So they need to figure that out and then decide.
He's in prime. He's prime time.
He's on the downside of his career, but he's still able to put up 28 points a game or 27, whatever it is, points a game. So they got to figure something out.
Anybody else been hurt
the same way. Huh?
As it hurts the league for Steph not to make playoffs. Even if everybody else makes it, it still hurts the league to not have Steph in the playoffs. Like that kind of
hurts the league not to have. Hurts the league not to have LeBron. LeBron might not make it either. Like he's in the play. So LeBron and Steph, and then you got Luka down there too, who's not in the play. Who's in the play-in?
Which is crazy.
So you got to think that one of those three superstars are not going to make it.
Yeah.
At least one of them. It could be two of them.
And you look at even New Orleans. New Orleans ain't got. I don't think they're hurting with Zion or any of them and not making it. But
I don't. Mo, to answer your question, I don't know. If they don't make a move next year, it might be over.
I think they got to if you don't make the playoffs. I think they got to blow it up. You're not going to trade Steph, but I think you got to do something with Clay or Draymond. Like, you got to blow it. If you don't make the playoffs, you got to blow it up because if you look at the West, they're not going nowhere. Like, you really look at the West overall, they're not going nowhere. Like, I mean, the only team that might go somewhere is maybe the Lakers, but depending on what if LeBron calls to quit, but, depending on how they're going to rebuild it. But
I don't know. They said the Lakers trying to make a move this summer.
Right. So I'm like, looking at it, who will really take it down? Who really?
You got John Morant coming back,
right?
You don't think Memphis gonna be good with John Morant? Craig?
They got to add something though. They got to do something. That right there. Him alone ain't gonna get them better because even with him there,
I mean, you got like Mo said, man. You got Oklahoma City. You have Minnesota, you have Sacramento, you have New Orleans if they keep playing like the way they're playing.
Yeah, which I think they will.
The Clippers are still going to be there with their
Clippers.
Guys.
Lakers are going to be in it.
Nuggets are still going to be there. I'm not calling the Lakers, but the Nuggets are still going to be there. The Kings possibly if they can get whatever they need. I mean,
Dallas because they're going to
Dallas
they'll figure something out. They're going to figure something out.
They can keep building around Kyrie and because I thought the trades that they made were pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not betting on Memphis.
Yeah, but yeah.
The Lakers just really need some shooters, and their defense hasn't been. I mean, it's pretty much a lot of teams' defense, but they need some shooters, and if they can get Vanderbilt back, who's better on defense, I think they'll be. That's going to help them at least.
But I think next year Golden State does have to make. If they make the plan and lose, they gotta make some major moves. Because like you said, OKC, Denver. Let's just say let's not even count the Lakers, right? Let's not even. These are the teams that Golden State has that are young, that are gonna probably be there. The Clippers, if they bring everybody back, the Pelicans. At this point they're still there.
They're really good. I mean, they're a veteran team. They got 4 really good players.
Yeah, they're gonna be back next year. They're gonna be back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kings are gonna be back. I think the Suns are gonna be back again. You know, I don't think KD's gonna leave. I think they're gonna try again. Because you have to see what all 3 of them are healthy. You have to. So like Phoenix is gonna be there. Minnesota's gonna be there. Sacramento's gonna be there. Denver's gonna be there. The Pelicans. I don't know. They need to make a move. Golden State has to make a move this summer. Or they're trying to do something when they reached out trying to trade for LeBron. They try. They're gonna try.
Yeah.
They're gonna try.
I get you want to maximize Curry as much as you can. Why you got?
They're gonna have to because of both. They don't do anything. Where do you think they end up next year?
He might eventually. You might say, "I love y'all."
Don't let like the Lakers get like Trae Young or Dallas get another big name. Like, you know how that is. Dallas signs. I don't know who would Dallas need. You know what I'm saying? But like Dallas signs a
right, definitely not a lot. I mean, especially if you keep Luka and Kyrie, why would you get another big name guard?
Yeah. I'm just saying they're either gonna retool, they're gonna get somebody. I don't know what Golden State's gonna do at this point. If they don't make a move, they've just wasted Steph's back end of his career. That's what I'm saying. That sucks. I'll give it this. At least the Lakers are trying to seem like they're trying. The Clippers are trying. They traded for James Harden. They're trying. Phoenix is trying. You know what I'm saying? Like the Timberwolves are trying. They got Gobert, but if Golden State doesn't make a move, I don't know, Craig. I don't. If they don't make a huge move, I don't know where they do. They make the playoffs next year? Maybe. I mean, do they make the play-in? But teams getting better.
I think they can make the play-in. I mean, you're taking 10 teams out of 15. It's a third.
But then say they make the play-in and they got Sacramento and they lose again. This is like, I just hope they don't waste the end of Steph's. He's still playing at a high level.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad for the NBA if he's not in there. Like, if you get regular season of him and not playoffs, like, especially back-to-back year, I understand 1 year, things happen. But if you get multiple years of Steph not making the playoffs, then, yeah.
All right, guys, let's go to the NFL. Not any surprising news. Everybody knew it was going to happen. The Broncos took the biggest payout in NFL history. $85 million.
Yeah, dead money hit. Yeah.
It's a lot of money, man. I knew it. Craig, let me ask you this. Where does Russell Wilson go now that he's cut?
I don't know where exactly, but I mean, in terms of teams that need a quarterback, that's not. I mean, in terms of teams that need a quarterback, it's a decent amount of them. Chicago, obviously, Washington, New England. I don't know if any of those would give up a top 3 pick in terms of not taking a young quarterback and just taking a flyer on Russell Wilson for a year. Granted, I think you're going to get Russell Wilson on the cheap. I mean, I don't know how much he's going to cost, but he's not going to cost a lot because Denver has to pay him. So whoever's going to sign Russell Wilson, you're getting a veteran quarterback that's won a Super Bowl that you're getting for basically like a discount. You can look at just as a discount. Or if you sign a young quarterback, say like a Bo Nix, or not sign, but draft a young quarterback, say like a Bo Nix or Michael Penix, or maybe like a JJ McCarthy, or even somebody else on the back end, 3rd, 4th round quarterback. You could sign Russ, let the quarterback sit behind Russ for a year, and then he gets that experience and whatever else he needs. Russ gets his time to be a starter still, and then he goes out there and maybe has an audition type of a year, and you get Russ on the cheap, and then you just go out there and just let the season progress as it is. But I think Pittsburgh kind of makes sense. Pittsburgh doesn't. I mean, if you're going to run it back with Kenny Pickett, I mean, you got Russell Wilson out there who's going to be cheap. Why not just take Russell Wilson at that point?
I hope they do.
Atlanta, the same thing. I think Atlanta they need a quarterback. They're picking in a position where they might have to trade up, or maybe try to wait to the second round, especially with the Giants in their situation. The Raiders.
We'll get to that next.
The Raiders is another team. I would not want to go into next season with Aiden O'Connell. They were already let Jimmy Garoppolo. And then I said Atlanta, the Raiders. Oh, and then Minnesota. Because I'm not sure what they're going to do with Kirk Cousins. If they re-sign Kirk Cousins, obviously no. Kirk Cousins, he's cool. But if they don't re-sign Kirk Cousins, then you're looking at a team who 2 years ago won like 13 games, and Kirk Cousins was playing well last year. They have 2 good wide receivers, so and they have a good tight end as well. So you got to figure that out. But I'm not saying he fits there because Russell wasn't just clearly he didn't get along with Peyton, or Peyton didn't like him. He didn't like him having his own office, isolate himself from the team, making him seem like he's bigger than the team. Didn't like Russ coming in there and just trying to run the offense the way he wanted to run the offense. So there was clearly some issues there, and obviously people know how Russ is, or what he's done, and what he's capable of in terms of him not, I guess, running the offense the way the coach wants him to. So you got to kind of deal with that. But look at his raw numbers last year. He had 26 touchdowns and 8 picks. Now, if you go deeper than that, looking at the QBR and all that other stuff, and some of the just looking back at some of his throws, you see that he wasn't a great quarterback last year. So you got to kind of figure that out too, and figure out if that's what you want to do for a year and develop a young quarterback behind him. So it's going to be crazy to see where he lands up or where he ends up, but I think he's going to go to one of those 4 teams: Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Atlanta, or Vegas.
Mo. That's some good. I didn't think about Minnesota, Craig. That was good.
Just because, I mean, if like I said,
I didn't think about him.
Cousins doesn't return.
Yeah, because reports is Cousins.
He's looking at the houses in Atlanta, right?
I thought so. I thought that he was going to test it out.
Yeah, I think Cousins looking at a payday. He's looking for his last payday somewhere. He's looking at trying to max out. He ain't looking at taking no pay cuts. Let me tell you that.
No, he's not taking no pay cuts.
He's shown that in the past, so he trying to take it.
Mo, what do you think, Russell Wilson?
Let me say that. I said this earlier to a mentor of mine, buddy of mine, and he might disagree with me about this, but I'm willing to stamp this and stand firm on what I'm about to say right here. If he goes to Atlanta, they're the clear-cut favorite in that division. I don't care. I don't care about bringing back Mike Evans. I don't care about bringing back Baker Mayfield. If you tell me with that weapons, if used the right way, let me put an asterisk there. If used the right way, you bring in a Russell Wilson with those weapons offensively, they are the favorite to me in that division. But I will say this. If you're Raheem Morris, you got to go make that phone call right now. Because here's the same owner that fired you. You need to win right now. It ain't no draft, no quarterback, and hope that he's going to give you time. No. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like, I would not wait for that to say, will he give you that time? I would go make that phone call right now if I'm him. You do not draft and move up and draft no Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, or anybody else hoping he's going to give you that time to develop. You get a Russell Wilson, a veteran who knows how to get the ball to ball players, and you go try to win right now in a weak division. Like that's just me. I think that makes the most sense. I think him or Pittsburgh. I think Atlanta or Pittsburgh. I can see other teams, but I think him in Atlanta or Pittsburgh makes the most sense for 2 teams who are trying to win now, who have made moves to say they're trying to win now.
Okay, but if you were Atlanta, would you rather have Russ or would you rather have Kirk Cousins?
That's a good question, Mo.
Obviously, you got to factor in the contract.
Definitely.
Mo.
But if you take the contract out,
they got a lot of rookies. They got a lot of rookies, Craig. So they all right.
From a playing standpoint, I'd rather have Cousins right now. Okay. You telling me right now, I'd rather have Cousins from a player standpoint.
Right.
From a contract standpoint, I'd rather have Russell because
you
might be able to get lesser value from a money standpoint. But from a player standpoint, if you got a chance to get Cousins, yes. But what I'm saying is if you got the ability to act right now, and if that Cousins thing is dragging out, I don't wait. I wouldn't wait. I try to get Russell right now. I wouldn't wait to see how the Cousins thing play out, and then now you in a situation you trying to get in where you fit in. I wouldn't do that.
The thing with that is, Mo, I think Cousins. I think the quarterback market starts with Cousins. Depends where he signs. That's what I'm hearing at this point. I'm hearing wherever he signs, then all the dominoes.
I get it, but do you?
That's what I'm hearing.
I get. But what this is why I will say, no matter if it's Cousins or it's Wilson, if I'm Atlanta, I get the quarterback and I draft best player available at 9. I don't get a quarterback there and let them 2 pass.
Okay, so you're saying regardless. Okay.
Yeah, I think Atlanta needs to get one of them 2, and then you draft best player available where they're at. You don't get a quarterback there, especially if you got a chance to get one of these quarterbacks in a weak division. especially if you Raheem Morris with the same owner. I'm not about to let you burn me twice. Like I'm about to hedge all my bets.
Well, yeah, I get it.
Like you got the same. You might have a different GM, but you got the same owner who you were there trying and fired you and basically didn't pick you, and now he bring you back. I'm like, no. Let me get my best hand. Like, let me get one of these two.
I agree with that.
Have best player available at 9 or 8 or 9, wherever they at, and you go ahead and let chips fall where it may.
Okay.
Not draft. Because think about it. Unless they move up, they're getting the 4th best quarterback.
Yeah.
Unless they move up to 3,
we're gonna get to the
3 or 4, they're getting the 4th best quarterback, and you gonna bet your career on that with knowing that the owner that already burned you, and think you gonna get 2-3 years at it.
We're gonna get to that later, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. The Russell Wilson, it's very odd to me because now here's a good thing. It's odd to me because I keep hearing there's not a market, but the good thing with Russell Wilson is that because of that dead cap hit, he can sign for veteran minimum. So that gives him some fluctuality. I think a team y'all didn't say I think y'all should watch out for is the Patriots. I don't know, man. I'm hearing some things about this draft. I'm hearing we're gonna I'm gonna lead right into it. But with Russell Wilson, I would like to see him in Pittsburgh and Atlanta. But I'm hearing Pittsburgh sticking with Kenny Pickett, which I don't understand why. I don't understand how. Maybe they're lying. Maybe they're lying to everybody because I don't know what they see in Kenny Pickett. Why wouldn't they go get Russell Wilson or draft a quarterback? Or Michael Penix might fall to them. I don't understand why. I would like Russ in Pittsburgh. I think he fits there. A thing about Russ is a lot of his teammates didn't like him in Seattle, which is coming out now. Marshawn Lynch, he said he never had a relationship with him. Richard Sherman has said how he feels about him. So I hope he lands in a place. And I agree with Atlanta. I like Atlanta, but Mo, I think Craig agrees. It depends where Kirk Cousins goes. If Kirk Cousins goes back to Minnesota, then Atlanta, New England.
I think
those are the only two teams: New England, Atlanta, Minnesota.
So let me say this:
or the Patriots, but I don't see Pittsburgh getting them. It's weird. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what Pittsburgh's doing.
Let me say this: if he go to New England, you pretty much got to run that card up for Marvin Harrison Jr.
Well, we'll get to that later.
If they go rush, you got to run that card because then if
you know what if they do
in the same situation as Denver, you sit in the same situation. I don't care about no Gerard Mayo, nothing. You in the same situation.
Hey,
and then you contradicting yourself. You say you want to win Super Bowls. You say you want to win, but you sit there in almost the same situation offensively with the weapons and stuff as you was in Denver. Nothing.
All right, let's.
You sitting there basically you basically sitting there on the money, sitting there dating Sierra, going out for dinners, but still losing. I mean, married. My bad. Married. I don't know that. Come on, man. Like,
they got with kids.
They got kids. My bad. I'm married. They don't. My bad. I don't know they shit. My bad. No disrespect, Russell. No disrespect. Come on, man.
Easy, man.
You got a harsh there.
Hey, Lord,
anyway, back to the Mo. I'm going to lead off with this, and I think everybody here said it.
Yeah.
I think 90% of analysts said it. A lot of people, football I know and trust, that Daniel Jones was not the guy, and the Giants should have never, ever signed him. They should have signed to the franchise tag, like we all said.
Yeah.
Right? Sign Barkley. Give Daniel Jones a franchise tag. Now, shout out to Rich Eisen. I listen to Rich Eisen. I like his show. He's pretty pro player, I would say. He's pretty pro player. He asks a lot of questions, and maybe because he works with Kurt Warner and Michael Irvin, he works a lot of NFL players. But he said that the Giants, he came from the combine, and he said the Giants are having buyer's remorse, which means they shouldn't have signed. They are regretting signing Daniel Jones to that contract, and they're heavily looking at quarterbacks in the draft and could trade up.
So
yeah. Well,
no.
What are your thoughts into that? What are your thoughts of the Giants looking at a quarterback?
So I get it, and I don't know if we went into further details about this, but with the turmoil in that locker room as far as coaches, the pressure is on Daboll.
It is.
I heard it was a lot of turmoil, a lot of back and forth with his defensive coaches, a lot of stuff with the coaches in there. So
I say it's a little toxic. A little bit.
So
little bit.
I get it, but my thing is with that division and that conference and the conference overall, and especially the division, will they give Daboll the time? Because they're not winning. If they draft one of these quarterbacks, I don't care if it's Caleb, Daniels, or May, they're not winning right now. So will they give him time to develop, especially with the weapons around it? They're not winning right now, especially in that division. Like they're not. I don't even see them as a playoff contender if they draft one of these three quarterbacks. I don't
think so.
So will they give Daboll time? Is my question. If you're going to make this move, you got to give him time because now he's going into year 3. I don't know how long his contract was. His contract was, 4 years? Most contracts, 4 or 5 years? So are they going to give him time? If they're going to give him the time, I'm cool with it. But if with the term, but it's a risk on his part with the turmoil.
It's 5 years, Mo. It's 5 years.
Okay. But with the turmoil they just had in that locker room, how it was, and the issues with the defense, I think it's understandable, but it's a risk because I don't know the time he's gonna have. I don't know if the ownership is backing him up. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But for you to part ways with the D coordinator or D coordinator say I'm gone because of the beef, and then for you to lash out at him and fire, I heard without even really evaluating him, he fired his top 2 assistants behind Wink Martindale. Like rather than Wink Martindale said, I'm not coming back, he fired the 2 top assistants under him because they came with him at Baltimore. Like he didn't even give him an exit interview or nothing. Like he said, okay, Wink out here, y'all 2 was stashing him, I'm firing y'all 2. So it's real toxic in that locker room right now. It's a risk if they do it. It's understandable. I'm just wondering how long would they give him? It's not gonna be a turnaround right away if they do it.
Nah, Craig, Giants, buyer's remorse, Daddy Dimes. What are your thoughts on that? That's what you used to call him, Mo. I never called him that. I never called him that.
I mean,
one good game.
I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts. I mean, it was a bad. I said it was a bad signing last year. I think a lot of people did. I mean, even though he didn't sign for a lot, but I mean, I just don't think he had an okay season. It wasn't like he had 15 passing touchdowns. I think a lot of people got caught up in his rushing yards and his rushing touchdowns, which is, I mean, that's cool. But I mean, in terms of him just throwing the ball, and I mean, to his defense, I guess he hasn't really had any receivers outside of I guess Waller. He was only there last year, and he was hurt a little bit or whatever, but he hasn't really had any productive wide receivers since he's really been there. But at the same time, I still don't think he would have been able to do anything because I just don't think he's that good. I just thought he was overdrafted. He's just not a good quarterback. So I think that the Giants should be looking at some quarterback if they want to move up. I don't think any of the top. I would be surprised if any of the top 3 teams want to trade with them. I mean, unless it's like a crazy package where they just can't refuse it. But those 3 teams at the top are looking for quarterbacks as well. I could see if Arizona was in the top 3 or something like that, then that would be a easy trade to try to get one of those top 3 quarterbacks. At this point, they're looking at, unless they can find a way to weasel in there, they're looking at McCarthy and Nix and Penix and some of those guys at this point. So I think they can probably move up to 4 and trade with Arizona and probably take a quarterback at 4 unless they wanted to try to see if they could wait it out. But I don't think so at this point because I think a lot of teams know that they need a quarterback. And there's some other teams out there, Atlanta, depending on what happens in free agency, they could possibly need a quarterback as well. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. Like I said, I just didn't. I'm not a Daniel Jones fan. I just never thought he was good enough. And now the Giants have to deal with it. This is what the Giants have to do because, I mean, you got the Commanders. They're about to get a quarterback. You have the Eagles. They're still going to be around, even though they had a tough season last year. Dallas isn't going anywhere. So now you're looking at the Giants possibly finishing last because they don't have a quarterback that can contend, or at least a quarterback for the future. So they're going to have to figure something out. Brian Daboll, he's in a bad situation. A lot of owners don't want to give some of these coaches some time to make the turnaround for some of these teams. So it is New York. So and New York is, I mean, it's a big market. So I'm not sure how much time they're going to be able to give him. I think if he had the right quarterback, though, he could possibly turn it around with the right team around the quarterback in terms of wide receivers and offensive line. So I don't know where he ends up at this point. I don't know where he could go. Either way, I think he's not. I mean, he's not going to be a starter, but I think he's probably going to. They're going to say he's going to go in the camp as the competition. So we'll see how that goes, but he's not a starter.
I'll say this though. From what I've heard about Daboll's relationship with him and Daboll's feeling about him, if they move on, especially with this deeper wide receiver class, I feel like ownership forced Daboll's hand. That makes sense to people. I think this won't be a Daboll move by itself. Like I think with this deeper wide receiver class and the fact that he hasn't really had a number 1 receiver outside of, like you said, tight end Wilder. If you sit here with this deeper wide receiver class and don't help him with a receiver, and you say, nah, we're going to draft a receiver, we're going to draft a quarterback and basically get rid of him, you pretty much, this be my question, is Daboll, how long do you have? Because you're going to need at least 2-3 years. And are they going to give him that long? He's not winning right away next year. If they go rookie quarterback, because think about it, if they go rookie now, I mean, let's look at their all season. Saquon probably out the door. And you want to go rookie quarterback. I don't even see them winning 6 games next year. If you talk about no Saquon and you're going rookie, because Saquon already said they're not doing the franchise tag on Saquon. So Saquon out the door. I'm gonna get rid of Daniel Jones, bringing a rookie in here, no proven wide receiver core. Like, okay, all right.
Okay. That's crazy that they signed Daniel Jones last year and now they're ready to move on.
You need to
the NFL moves fast. That's crazy. This was just franchise tagged them.
We always say quarterback position is the most updated resume You got to update your resume constantly.
But Mo, if they would have listened to us, and shout out, I was listening to First Thing First, and Nick Wright was like, he said, I know they say we don't know a lot about football. We should listen to the GMs, but I'm pretty sure everybody told them not to sign Daniel Jones. Because if they franchise tagged him, they wouldn't even be in this position. They'd be like, all right, we're gonna get a quarterback.
And I mean that's why I say quarterback position is the most updated resume. Like that's why let's look at it right quick. Everybody was kind of falling back on Penix. What he does, goes to the combine, throws that ball a mile. Now everybody back on him. So it's like you always updating your resume. Like you always.
Well, yeah, you're right. And Mo, I think, did you say it first? Now they said it might be 6 in the first round.
I mean, now you got to put McCarthy in there.
6 quarterbacks.
If Broncos getting rid of Russell, they getting J-Man McCarthy.
They gonna have to get a quarterback.
So that's 4 right there. That's 4 right there.
And Bo Nix is probably gonna go somewhere.
So I would.
If Kirk Cousins goes to Atlanta, if Russell Wilson goes to the Patriots,
and we ain't talking about Fields yet. We don't even know where Fields is going.
Yeah, we don't know where Fields is going.
I just forgot about. We talked about Russ. I forgot about the Giants. Could be open. I forgot about it.
Let's.
The Giants will be open. Yeah,
I know the Bears doing. I know the Bears doing. Bears try to hustle somebody out of first and the second. Bears try to hustle people out of a first or second round pick. That's what that is. That's why Bears try to hustle people. That's what it is. It don't take this long. I'm sorry. I get it. You try to get the best deal possible.
Nah, they have to because
they try to get the first or second round out of people.
No, well, yeah, I agree with you. That I think it's tactics.
Yeah, I think they try to figure out who's thirsty enough, like who wants it enough.
Yeah. All right. Now we'll go to my segment. Is it time to panic or not? We are back this week. And speaking of Justin Fields, is it panic time or not? And the Bears have not traded him yet. Russell Wilson got cut. The draft is coming up. The combine just happened. What are we doing, Bears? They said they can't wait till they talk to Caleb Williams if they're going to trade Justin Fields. Please do him a justice and trade him before these pro days so the young man can have a new start. And Justin Fields, word of advice, just be yourself and play to the best of your ability. That's all we ask for, man. Russell Wilson, that's the opposite for you. I don't know what you're gonna do. This isn't looking good, and I love you. I'm a big Russell Wilson fan, but you got one more stop, or you're a backup. So I know you just had the I Am Athlete interview, and I'm gonna watch it, but I haven't watched it yet, and you're one of my favorite players, but I keep hearing weird things about you, and hopefully you grow into being yourself, because like if somebody reaches out to you and then you say, call this person, or you're on the Seahawks and Pete Carroll doesn't have anybody talk to you, that's just odd to me, man. And to be a leader, especially to lead men, I don't know how it is to be an NFL quarterback, but I do know how it is to lead men, because I was a dean of my fraternity. Yes, I've led 12 men, young men in college. You have to be yourself. You have to be. You have to be available. You have to be open to communicate. You have to understand. You have to listen. But if people can't get in contact with you, I don't think that you're a good leader. You're not being yourself. The Steelers, guys, y'all must want Mike Tomlin to be up out of there, because I don't know what y'all are doing. Kenny Pickett in the AFC. You got Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and then you have C.J. Stroud, and then you have uh, Justin Herbert getting Harbaugh. Don't know how much that's going to impact his winning, but it might. But like, y'all got to do something if y'all want to win. Y'all got to do something. Broncos, $85 million. I know you. I know the Waltons. Y'all got the money. Y'all own Walmart, but this is the NFL, man. And if y'all don't make a move quick, and if y'all don't get this quarterback right, you know you're still gonna make your money, but you're not gonna be winning. And Sean Payton might tarnish his legacy. And Giants. Actually, I'm glad y'all are on this list because you're in the same division as me. But I don't know what's going on from the top to the bottom. Same with the Jets. Horrible. Both owners are crazy. Especially for the Giants. Y'all went from Eli Manning to winning 2 Super Bowls. Y'all have had Bill Parcells, Lawrence, like y'all are legendary. Michael Strahan, and it must be sad for them to watch what y'all are going through right now because y'all are it's terrible. You're making terrible decisions. You signed to Daniel Jones. Now you want to get rid of him. Brian Daboll doesn't know how to talk to people. He sucks. It's toxic. What are y'all doing? Think y'all gonna make to the playoffs next year? We'll wait for that. All right. I'm done. Now we're on to Craig's top 5. Craig, who we have on the top 5 list this week, brother?
So this week I have with the upcoming Duke Carolina game this weekend. I have my top 5 sports team sports rivalries.
Oh, I like this one.
So a lot of people might not agree with my number 5.
What we got? We got.
But I have Army versus Navy football.
Now, that's a big rivalry, I think.
It's not
it's a big rivalry.
It's not like Ohio State, Michigan, or Auburn and Alabama or nothing like
huge.
That. It gets its own day on football. Yeah. After the regular season is done for college football, they get their own Saturday. This rivalry goes back to 1890. Army and Navy just been going at it for years. Army's won the last 2. And I mean, this has been a historic rivalry for college football in general. And when I used to work at the Pentagon, every time Army was about to play Navy or that game was about to happen that weekend, the bands would come through the hallways and play, and the cheerleaders and all that. So it's been pretty big. Like they don't do this for Army and the Air Force. They don't do this for Navy and the Air Force. So Army and Navy, even though it's not like a always like a top 10, top 15, anything like that, or any type of like national championship title on the line, it's still a big time game. So I'm going with that for my number 5. My number 4 is Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan, Ohio State has been a really good rivalry in college football. Up until the last 3 years, it hasn't been. It's been all Ohio State, but Michigan has finally started to turn it around. They won the last 3 in a row. They've been going back almost as long as Army Navy. They've been going back since 1897. So these 2 teams have been just going at it for years, just like Army and Navy. They met just a few less times, but I mean, like, to me, this is the pinnacle of college football. Even though, like I said, it hasn't been like that for the last couple before the last 3 seasons that Michigan has won. Harbaugh just never got over the hump, and Michigan has never won a national championship until since like the 96 or 97. So Ohio State has been that team of the Big Ten, or been like the top team of the Big Ten, but Michigan has started to figure it out the last couple of years and got ourselves finally a good rivalry here. I don't know too many other college football rivalries that are better than Michigan, Ohio State. I'm pretty sure people say Texas, Oklahoma, or Auburn and Alabama, but for me, it's Michigan, Ohio State. 3, I got the Lakers and the Celtics. Really huge, obviously back in the 60s and the 70s, even the 80s. They haven't really met for a title since 2010. So it's been a while, but I think both of these teams, when they get together, it's still kind of that magic that they used to have. The first meeting came back in 1948. The Celtics lead the all-time series, which doesn't surprise me because they kind of dominated in the 60s with Russ. Bill Russell, and Havlicek and Cousy and that squad. So, but this Lakers Celtics rivalry, man, it's the best. To me, it's the best in the NBA. Outside of maybe the 90s where the Knicks and the Bulls had something going on.
Yeah.
Pacers had something going on. I think it's still the Lakers and the Celtics. I don't think there's any big time rivalry in the NBA. But this is more of a historic thing just because I don't really see too many big time rivals in the NBA anymore. But my number 2, I'm going Yankees Red Sox. Baseball to me, I'm not a big baseball fan anymore like I used to when I was growing up, but I still know that the Yankees and Red Sox is a huge rivalry. I mean, you can just go back to when the Yankees were down 0-3 and they came back in the NLCS and they came back and won 4 in a row and they won the series. So first team to ever do that in baseball. So and then that was against obviously the Red Sox. So just that alone. And then all the meetings that they've had, the series, this rivalry goes back to 1903. Like these guys have it's just been a crazy nonstop historical rivalry in terms of baseball. I mean, they have an opportunity to meet more because they're in the same conference in the same division. So they meet more in the playoffs than the Lakers and the Celtics or the Michigan and Ohio State or something like that. So, but they're my number 2 and my number 1. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but it's Duke and Carolina. The rivalry goes back.
It's a pretty big one. It's a pretty big one.
I think it's the best, but I mean, like I said, I'm biased, but this rivalry goes back to 1920. Carolina owns the lead, but it used to be a lot bigger. But Duke they've been chipping away at that all-time series lead for Carolina. Carolina won the meeting earlier this year. They got a big game coming up this weekend. I'm pretty sure Duke's going to be favored because they're playing a lot better. But this to me, it's like it's just always a big top game, no matter if the team is ranked or not ranked. If you're at home or you're away, it just always seems like this is a big time rivalry game. So another one coming up this week. They finally met for the first time in the tournament 2 years ago when they beat Coach K in his last game at home, and then they beat him in the tournament for his last game ever. But this rivalry to me is it's the best. It's the best thing out there. So I'm looking forward to it on Saturday.
I can't wait. All right, guys. Shout out to Craig for that. Also, I forgot, man. Shout out to Kelsey. Jason Kelsey retired. One of the best winners of all time. Yeah. I do listen to his podcast with him and his brother, New Heights, pretty good. But yeah, shout out to Kelsey, man. Yeah, he's always been a great. Just seems like a great guy, you know. All right, mock draft. All right, we're gonna go 1 through 10. Next week we're gonna go 10 through 20.
Each one of us want to say our 10, or we're gonna do 1, 1, 1.
No, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3.
All right, cool.
4, and same with the quarterbacks for the next one. Anyway, all right. This is gonna probably be easy, but everybody number 1 pick is Caleb Williams. Right? Everybody's good on that?
Yeah.
All right. Number 2 pick. I have heard some things. This is when the draft starts. This is when the draft starts. I'm not gonna lie, because it depends on who they pick. But I have Jaden Daniels going to the Commanders at 2.
I got the same thing.
Yeah, I had May, but I changed it to Daniel.
Yeah, I just think he's getting like I'm just hearing it. I'm just hearing more and more. I'm not saying this, but have you heard? Maybe I'm much. I'm not crazy, right? Have you guys heard that some people are picking him better than Caleb?
Yeah.
You've heard that, right?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy, right?
No, it won't get up. Daniel Lowski and them people have said it. Like,
yeah,
they've said, if you look at the tape, they've said at times he looks better in the pocket. He turns the ball over less. I know. So there's some people that like him better than Caleb.
Yeah. All right. Now this is where it might get tricky. I said with trades, so with the 3rd pick, the New England Patriots trade with the New York Giants, and the New York Giants select Drake May. That's what I have. I have Patriots trading. Now, who do you have, Mo? Do you have
What was that?
Patriots? I do.
I mean, it's tough.
It must have been a sound effects.
I'm gonna say this though. I think they stayed. I'm gonna say. Listen. I'm gonna say they trade Matt Jones. I feel like there's no coming back right now with Jones, unless this new regime feels like they can talk to him and he can convince them like, hey, I can do better under y'all, because he was done dirty. Let's just say that. But I think they'll reset. I think they're gonna go Drake May. I think they're gonna stay there at 3 and go Drake May.
All right, Craig, you think the Patriots Drake May?
I do have him taking Drake May at 3.
It's gonna be 3 straight quarterbacks.
I don't know if they can, if they want to trade out from that point because they need a quarterback.
Yeah.
But like I said, if they can sign somebody in the offseason or whatever, then possibly. But I just don't know if they can. If the Giants' offer is going to be that much. Yeah. That is going to be that much for them to go from 3 back to what is it, 6?
It's 6.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I wouldn't
get a quarterback, and you're going to end up still sticking with a guy that you didn't draft. You being a new head coach, I get you were there when he was drafted and all that, but that's not your guy. Yeah. I don't know, man. I can see it, but I don't know.
All right, hey, we gotta get a little crazy.
I get it.
The 4th pick, I have Arizona. This is another one. You might see another trade here, but I don't have the trade here. I got Arizona picking Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, he run that pick up. You run that pick up. They be outside their mind to trade that. You run that pick up. I run that card up.
Craig's thinking.
Oh, I gotta do. Yeah. I gotta trade, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm going with the Giants trading up and need a quarterback. So I'm going with them overdrafting here for JJ McCarthy.
There we go. There we go. It's going to be a trade, Craig. And Mo, listen, they're either going to trade the 3rd or the 4th. I agree with Craig. The Giants are going to go. They're moving up, bro.
I got them reaching here.
So
I like that.
My top 4 is the 4 quarterbacks right now.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So let me say this though. Watch this. Y'all tell me if I disagree with what I'm about to say. When we get to 5, Chargers will be in a position of where Cincinnati was 3 years ago. Remember when they had Chase and the tackle was up there, and you like, do we get better protection or do we get Marvin Harrison? Like it has to be a discussion, because if you can't protect, I don't care.
I'm gonna tell you where Harbaugh's gonna go.
Yeah,
he's gonna go tackle.
Yeah,
He's gonna go Joe Alt.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care if there's trades. I don't care if Marvin Harrison Jr. is still there. He's gonna go tackle.
So who be at 6 then? Who pick 6? because I just said the trade.
The New York Giants, but I say the Patriots switch to the Giants and the Patriots draft Malik Neighbors.
Over Marvin? You think Marvin gonna slide?
No. I'm saying Marvin got chosen by Arizona, but
you didn't do it. Craig did.
After the trade, I said the Giants trade.
I got you.
With the Patriots. The Giants get Drake May. Arizona gets Marvin Harrison. Craig saying the Giants Craig got 4 quarterbacks, but we don't know who Craig gonna pick 5th. I say the Chargers go Joe Alt.
So I got lost. Who do you have? I did that. I got lost. So my bad. So I got Marvin Harrison at 4th to Arizona.
Yes.
5th, I got Chargers getting Joe Alt or I'll go Joe Alt.
All right.
We at 6, right? So
no, wait, we're at 5. We're at 5. We're 5.
Okay.
Craig ain't do his 5th one yet.
All right.
Chargers on the clock, Craig. Who you got Chargers pick?
Oh, wait a minute.
You got another trade? Oh, you got another trade. Craig is going crazy. This is
I got the Bears trading up from 9 with the Chargers here to over jump the Cardinals and to get Marvin Harrison.
Oh, I like that.
I think the Bears need a wide receiver. I think it works out for them. I think they would have been cool with Neighbors or maybe a Doomsday. But I think if they can get the best wide receiver, you got picks from last year.
Nasty.
Might as well go ahead and use them and trade up. So I got
that's nasty. That's 2 cornerstones right there. That's the Bengals, Mo. That is the Bengals. Like, hey, we're gonna get Caleb and we're gonna get Marvin. They're gonna do what. So you saying they're gonna do what the Texans did when they drafted CJ and was like, we're gonna trade again? Yeah, okay. Two blue. Hey, listen, 2 blue collar prospects get you in the playoffs. It works. I like that, Craig. We'll be at 6, right? Yeah, we at 6. 6, I have, because I had the Giants trading with the Patriots, I have the Patriots drafting Malik Neighbors, wide receiver. Okay. So you see what I'm saying, Mo? Because they traded.
All right, so I got so because I stayed there, I'm agree with your pick.
You're the Giants.
Stay there at 6. So I agree with that pick. But I'm saying the Giants staying there at 6 without trading. I think the Giants at 6 get Malik Neighbors.
Okay. Craig, 6.
Well, I had the Cardinals trading with the Giants.
There we go.
So they traded back, and I think they'll get Neighbors.
Yeah, Neighbors is. They say Neighbors is good, man.
Yeah, he's nice. Yeah, he's tough.
They say he's really good. They say it's a good receiver class and a good tackle class and a good QB class. So that's pretty nice. So this is interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Number 7 is the Tennessee Titans. I have at number 7. I think that they go. I think they go tackle, and I think they get Fuga out of Oregon State. I think Tennessee goes tackle. I don't think they go quarterback or anything. I think they go tackle. I think so. I mean, Tennessee's quite. Nobody knows where Tennessee's gonna go because they got a new coach, new front office. But I'm gonna say tackle. Mo, Tennessee is 7.
Dude from Cincinnati, so he's seen this situation they're in. They're in the same situation. It's like you either go tackle or wide out. You really can't argue as long as you fix one of the two on the back end. So, I'm gonna go to tackle from Penn State.
Yeah. What's his name? Hold on, I got his name.
I don't want to say his name.
Fashanu.
Yeah, Fashanu. Yeah, from Penn State.
Yes. All right. Craig, who you got number 7?
I got Joe Alt, Notre Dame.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay. Basically, they're gonna get a tackle. I agree with that. But nobody nobody knows. They could go defense. They could go out. I don't know where Tennessee could go. They could get Brock Bowers, but I don't know. I've been hearing he's been falling. All right, number 8. Atlanta. I thought what everybody else got. This might be, I don't know, one of the easiest picks. But I have him getting Turner. I think he had a good, he had a good combine. Very good. But I got Dallas Turner.
Yeah, I gotta say.
I got the same thing. Actually.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be a good NFL player. And like Mo said, and Craig said, if you can get Russell Wilson for no money, you got a chance to pick the best player. You got all rookies. You got a chance to do something special. Number 9, I have Odunze to the Bears, wide receiver from Washington. Mo, who you got for number 9 with the Bears?
If they stay there, Caleb at 1. Yeah, I got them getting a wide receiver, some help for him to go with. You got to get somebody to go with DJ Moore. So if Odunze, if he's there at 9, that's a steal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be there.
If him or neighbors are there at 9, that's a steal. You got to go.
Yeah,
you got to help.
Mo, I think they got a chance to fall. Same with Marvin Harrison, because I think, like Craig said, I think we all saying the same thing. I think people gonna go get quarterbacks. That's and I think receivers and tackles gonna drop.
But I think the Bears, if you sitting there, you gotta go quarterback. Because if you don't, you either gotta go O-line or you can go defense. But I feel like if you got a receiver like Marvin Harrison or Duze or neighbors falling to you at 9, you gotta take that.
Yeah, or if like Craig, if they got a chance to get Marvin Harrison by trading up 3 spots.
Yeah, I wouldn't matter.
Or neighbors. Like they're in a good position. Craig, who do you number 9 was? Hold on, let me remember. You did the Giants and Cardinals. Dang, I forgot who the Bears traded.
Chargers.
Okay, there we go.
So
who did the Chargers get?
This is tough because you got Odunze there and you have a bunch of offensive linemen. So I could see either one. From that trade, I could see him taking a wide receiver, especially with their 2 wide receivers, their 2 better wide receivers aging, and always getting hurt. At least Williams did. Or I could see him going offensive line, which they need help with offensive line. I went wide receiver just because I don't know if Odunze drops from this point for me. I don't know where he could go. I mean, I think some teams out there that could definitely use him, but I mean, you got the Jets coming up at 10, and then after that, it's the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings need a wide receiver. I don't think Denver needs they need a quarterback. The Raiders could use him possibly. I don't know. So I got to put him at 9.
Yeah. And the 10th pick is the New York Jets. I think they stay there. I think they get a tackle, so I think it's Fashanu. I think they luck out and get one of the best tackles in the draft. So I think they get Fashanu. Whoever falls to them. You said what, Craig?
The guy from Oregon State. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's who I got at 10.
Fuaga?
Yeah.
Hold on, you said Oregon State? I think it's Fuaga.
Yeah, it is. But that's who I got at 10.
Yeah. They should get a good tackle.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta go tackle. I wouldn't. How can I put this? I hate to say this. I would not be surprised if they went Bowers there. I wouldn't be surprised, but they gotta go to tackle. It's just your O-line issues. You seen what got Rodgers hurt. You know what I'm
they
saying?
better. They have to go O-line, Mo.
They got to. No, but what I'm saying, listen what I'm saying. And I'm not saying this in a good way. But what I'm saying is when you had the situation with Wilson being upset because of needing receiver help, you want to get the most weapons around Rodgers. I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised. I would say tackle. Okay. I agree with y'all. I would say tackle, but with it being an unstable organization, wanting to put weapons around their quarterback, I just wouldn't be surprised if it was Bowers. I'd be more disappointed because I think you got to go tackle. So I agree with y'all. It has to be tackle.
I see what you're saying.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they went Bowers.
If they meant or so let me ask y'all this before we go to the next topic about quarterbacks. If one of the receivers falls, do you see the Jets like what if Odunze falls? Do you see?
They do.
Craig, you think if Odunze is there at 10, you think the Jets pull it?
They shouldn't, but
that's a tough. I ain't gonna lie, that's tough.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if they did, just because I think he's a top 10 talent to me. So
yeah,
but at the same time, they need offensive line help. They had a chance to get an offensive lineman last year, and they got screwed over. I guess you want to call it screwed over, but I don't know if they want to go down that route and take a wide receiver when they don't really need to. I mean, I get it would definitely help, but the offensive line should be the first priority.
Yeah.
Especially when your quarterback's not mobile like that. So,
yeah, because Joe Burrow, number one, Joe Burrow knew Jamar Chase, and two, Joe Burrow's young. If you telling me if Aaron Rodgers was what? Well, Joe Burrow got Jamar Chase, he was what, like 2 years in? A year in? About 2 years in the NFL?
It was his next year. He got hurt.
It's next year, right? If Aaron Rodgers was like that, I would say yeah. But Aaron Rodgers is he's getting up there. Not in NFL. I don't want to say this. I'm gonna say this. NFL, NBA players are kind of like dog years. You know what I'm saying? So like 35 is old to them. To us, it's like you're entering your prime. But if you're a 35-year-old NBA, NFL, NHA player or NBA player, it's in dog years, man. You're old. So I hope they get him. I hope they get Aaron Rodgers a tackle. I pray that they do. I pray. All right, guys. One of the people, this is the last topic. One of the people I listen to a lot of people. I listen to a lot of podcasts on YouTube, like John Malkoff. I listen to the Dunkers, like NBA stuff. I listen to Colin Cowherd. I listen to Nick Wright. I listen to the New Heights. I listen to Gilbert Arenas podcast. I listen to Shannon Sharp or Ocho Cinco. I listen to a lot of players' podcasts. I listen to everybody. I don't listen to everybody, but I listen to Peter King. I used to listen to Peter King. He has podcasts. I listen to Mike Florio. I listen to everybody. I listen to everybody. Players, reporters. I listen to Rich Eisen. I listen to everybody. Colin Cowherd, I like him. I disagree with some of the stuff that he says. I agree with some of the stuff he says. But he came out with the list of his top 12 quarterbacks, and I disagree with it. I'm going to and shout out to Mo for putting this in the chat. And we're going to talk about this. But we're going to do the same thing we just did, where we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 12. He doesn't have Jalen Hurts in there. I thought that was crazy. I thought it was crazy. That's just me. I didn't know why he didn't, but I'm gonna say the list, and then we're gonna go. Then after I say the list, we're gonna go. We already know what's wrong with it, but he has Patrick Mahomes is number 1, Josh Allen is number 2, Joe Burrow is number 3, Lamar Jackson is number 4, Matthew Stafford is number 5, Justin Herbert is number 6, Trevor Lawrence is number 7, Jared Goff is number 8, Kyler Murray is number 9, number 10 is Aaron Rodgers, number 11 is CJ Stroud, and number 12 is Dak Prescott. So we all know what's wrong with his list. Jalen Hurts is not in there, I think, which is egregious. But we're gonna go 1 through 12 of our top 12 NFL quarterbacks right now. So number 1, everybody's gonna say Patrick Mahomes. It's not even up for debate. Number 2, I have Lamar Jackson at number 2.
I have Joe Burrow at number 2.
You have Joe Burrow at number 2.
I got Lamar.
You got Lamar. All right, cool. I understand Joe Burrow. Number 3, I got Joe Burrow. Who you got number 3?
Josh Allen.
You got Josh Allen.
I got Burrow.
You got Burrow. Number 4, I got Josh Allen.
I got Josh Allen.
I got Lamar.
So you got, okay. So basically those are the top 4. Okay. Patrick Mahomes is indisputable number 1, but 2, 3, or 4 those are the top 4 quarterbacks in the NFL. Everybody can agree. Now, Colin had Matthew Stafford at number 5. Y'all agree with that?
Yeah, who?
He had Matthew Stafford at number 5.
I can go with that.
Craig?
Stafford at 5. Stafford at 5 is all right to me.
It's all right. Me too, right? It's like
So I'm going to Stafford at 5 to the winning. But I'll tell you what I got 6.
I can see Stafford at 5. I can see Stafford at 5. All right, number 6.
Dak.
He has Justin Herbert.
Okay, my bad.
That's what I'm saying.
My bad. I got Herbert.
Yes, Justin Herbert is 6.
I'm tired. I forgot about Herbert. I fair enough. I got Herbert at 6.
Yeah. You have Herbert at 6 too?
Yeah, I got Herbert at 6.
I'm
going off of winning. I'm going off winning. I can't put Herbert over Stafford.
Herbert didn't win nothing last year.
I can't put Herbert over Stafford, but I respect the talent.
I might, maybe it's just me. I might go Jalen Hurts over Herbert.
No, I can't do it.
Talent-wise, I'm going Herbert.
Because let me say this: you give Herbert that same amount of talent that Hurts got. He MVP, clear cut. I'm talking about unanimous.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I get it. I get it. All right. Number 7, Trevor Lawrence.
Hurts.
That.
You would do Hurts right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Dak.
You would do Dak at 7?
Yeah. What'd you have for me lately?
I would do CJ.
No. No, 1 year. I can't.
Yeah, that's how I'm going.
No, I'm not doing that yet. I'm not.
That's why.
I'm
like, how you got
good
CJ
to make Craig laugh,
with
man.
no Hurts off 1 year, and then he had Rodgers in there. I'm like, are we going off?
Yeah, so hold on, we gonna get there. All right, hold on. So, Jared Goff at 8.
No.
Who do you have at 8?
You know what? It's between Dak and a guy he's not even on his list. Is Purdy.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Give me Purdy.
Okay. Purdy number 8. I can see Jared being number 8. I couldn't.
Give me
Who
Purdy.
do you have number 8, Mo?
I go Hurts at 8. I go
Hurts at 8?
Yeah, I go
okay.
Hurts at 8.
All right. Number 9, he has Kyler Murray.
Okay.
I gotta go Lawrence. I gotta go Lawrence in my top 10. I ain't gonna be disrespectful. I gotta go Lawrence in my top 10.
No, that's what he has.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
glad,
definitely up to mine.
bro, you know what I'm glad for? I'm glad you posted it. So Craig can see with his own eyes. It's crazy to me, but
I said, no, he didn't have Kyler Murray.
yeah, Kyler Murray on that.
You know what? I'm not mad at Stroud being there, but I'm like, if Stroud's gonna be there, is that off of 1 year? But then if it's off 1 year, how do you still have Aaron Rodgers in your top 12? Like,
and Kyler Murray. And Kyler Murray. And Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
But if it's all based off last year, I would I don't understand number 9. That's when I would probably have Dak at number 9. I don't know why it's Kyler Murray. He wouldn't be on my list at all.
Yeah, I got that.
Purdy's on my list before Kyler Murray. That's just me.
What number you just stopped at?
9.
Okay.
Cool. Who do you have at 9? It's Kyler Murray. I said I have.
Who did I just say? I just said Lawrence.
I said Dak. Yeah, you said Hurts at 8.
All right. So I said Lawrence at 9.
Okay. Number 9, Craig. Who you got? I think you got that. Yeah, same with me. Number 10, he has Aaron Rodgers.
I got Trevor.
I'll put Trevor at 10 too. Bro, he has Aaron Rodgers at 10.
I can't. Out of respect for what he's done, but I'm going off of what you done for me lately, technically with this. So I'm gonna go Brock Purdy.
Okay.
It can't be based off of last year though, because he has Herbert in his top.
He has Herbert in there. I gotta rewatch it. You know, I gotta see what he's basing off of.
Herbert the one dude I'm giving the pass technically.
He might have based it off knowing Colin and how much I listened to him, probably based off of projections. He probably based it off of what he's going to see next year. Knowing him.
I'm going to go Purdy.
Knowing Colin Cowherd. Yeah. Colin Cowherd does stuff like that. He has CJ Stroud's number 11.
I agree with that.
I'm cool with that.
I would probably have Purdy there. Yeah, probably. No, did I have? No, I had Dak at number 9, Purdy at number 10. Yeah, number 11. Yeah. Oh, because I had Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, so that's Purdy for me. Number 12, he has Dak.
I got Goff.
Can I go golf / Rodgers, like or projections in like next year? Like
you can go golf.
Yeah, I go golf.
I would. This is what I would give Aaron Rodgers. I would give Aaron Rodgers 12. I just wouldn't have Herbert in my list. Yeah, but knowing Colin Cowherd, knowing how he talks, I think he did it all projections.
So will we put 2 at 14? Where would 2 for y'all?
Oh,
like 14, 15?
14.
14?
Yeah, about 4, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers 13 and then probably Tua.
Yeah. Yeah. Tua's around there. Kirk Cousins probably around that 15 mark.
Yeah.
And then it starts getting
money. Yeah, money.
It starts getting a little wild, man. But that is it, guys. We will see y'all next week. We're gonna go. Hey, listen, next week is Conference Championship week. Hey, we're getting close to the NCAA tournament. We're gonna do brackets, which is awesome. I'm gonna try to get maximum participation this year. So hopefully, I don't know. Last year, what did we do? 1 each?
Yeah.
We should do 3.
Yeah, I think we did one bracket. I think we did one bracket each. I think everybody did one bracket.
One, go hard or go home. One bracket.
Yeah, I think everybody did one bracket.
We'll vote on it this year. Let's see. I don't care. Probably next week I'm gonna probably start. I've watched more college basketball this year, but I'm gonna start listening. Looking at
I think next week I might do
championship.
It might next week I might do the top instead of the top 4 overall. I might do the top 4 and then the top 4.
That'd be perfect.
Overall season each region, like top 16.
Okay. All right. Okay. We could definitely do that. All right, guys. We will see y'all next week. Remember, join us. Y'all have a good week. Fourth quarter is out. Peace.